Hey, what's up? I'm Rashad.
Madison.
Today, talking about Bad Batch, episode 13. What's the name of this episode?
Infested.
Infested. In more ways than one, too. Excuse yourself. Like, share, subscribe. Almost done with a Bad Batch. We just finished Loki. Got some special things coming up. Well, already on the channel. Did a whole season 1 review with my people. Check it out. This episode, even though nothing happened, it was a much more enjoyable episode. What do you say?
Yes. Wasn't boring.
Definitely not boring. A lot of action. A couple of things to note. One, the Pikes make an appearance. Of course, the Pikes were the
KKK.
more like the mafia. The Pikes are more like the mafia because they're like a crime syndicate family type deal. They were in the Clone Wars. They also recently showed up in season 7, which you didn't watch. You still need to watch. Duran. Pretty sure I've seen his speeches before. I don't remember. Sorry, guys.
Not Duran, it's Roland.
Roland. His last name is Durand. Roland Durand, and he basically just takes Sid's little establishment casino. They kind of just infiltrate, and they are the infestation of Sid's place. The Batch comes back from a job, saying that we should get more money for this, yada yada yada. Don't understand why they still on Sid's payroll when they should have been even by now. So they don't see Sid. They roll up in there, bust their way into Sid's office. Roland's there, and he's like, "Hey, man, it's rude to be, doing these type of things in my establishment." They're like, "Man, where's Sid?" He was like, "Sid who?" And then they basically go back out, say, "Yo, we about to get off Ord Mantell, get some supplies. We're gonna load the ship up."
Then they see Sid in the ship.
Yeah. And then, of course, she has the threat of, like, I know who y'all really are. I'll just go tell my people. Still hanging over their head. For some reason, there's still some punks about that. So they help. Also, the power of compassion is the theme for this episode. You realize that? Compassion wins this episode because Omega wants to help Sid because she said Sid helped us. When really Sid was just helping herself the entire time. So they go down, come up with this plan. Spice is involved. Spice is essentially the heroine of the
crack cocaine
of the Star Wars universe. Spice Girls on Kessel. They had like this underground system, which is another callback from another movie, which you probably never saw. You ever seen Indiana Jones? I believe it was the Temple of Doom. They had basically this trolley system, and they're running away from.
I saw it in Phineas and Ferb.
Oh yeah, and they did that trope, right? Yeah.
With the whole little run from the big giant boulder thing.
Yeah. Well, they had this kind of speaks to that a little bit.
I didn't like it.
It's for a different time. People are very nostalgic about it. And this is an underground way to get into Sid's office, very convenient. And they get the spice from Roland with some sort of diversion with the same two dudes from the whole time, like the really big head, funny looking alien, and
not with no mouth, but like when he thinks, he has like little antennas that speak.
Yeah, that guy, and then the other dude that he's always
like a mummy.
Yeah.
A sea mummy.
Who's basically, I think, the same race as Hondo. Remember Hondo?
Nope.
God, he was a pirate. Anyway.
No, lots of pirates.
All right. So they lure out this little animal thing called Ruby. That's from other episode. But Roland has taken a liking to Ruby as his own pet. So they lure him out. They try to go find him. They take all the spice out. They figure out what's going on. They then go to retrieve the spice. Hijinks ensue. Mind you, when they're down in this mining place, basically this old mining facility, they are infested with
Enterlites.
Yes, thank you. I forgot the name of them. And they have a sensitivity to light. which is a very common trope for like any sort of monster. So they figure that out and they get away with the spice. But unfortunately, all the spice falls because they wake them up and they end up. And this is the part that kind of pissed me off of the episode. The Pikes show up, threaten Roland, like, yo, get my spice back. He says, fam, like, I don't have it. Sid took it. And they don't even wait to make sure that the Pikes leave. She just rolls up, like, at the same time as they come out. I'm like, man, as smart as you are, Sid, you could have figured out, all right, let's just wait till the coast is clear at least.
I don't like how they were told not to talk on the little thing, but they were talking the whole time.
Yeah, a lot of whispering going on.
Sid was talking pretty normal.
Yeah. That was kind of weird too. So they end up going and had to go back and get the spice because the Pikes is like, yo, y'all know where it is? Y'all trying to problem retrieving it.
And if you don't, kill all y'all.
Yeah, he told Roland, he said, I'm gonna kill you. He said, you and your whole family gonna really feel what pain is. I was like, man, that's a heck of a threat for a kids cartoon. They end up going back to the mine and retrieving the spice. You know, it's a little bit difficult, but you know, they get it.
It was fairly easy.
Yeah, but they end up getting it. And they go back to it's a cutscene of Roland and Omega talking, like they're both, because they had to keep Omega as collateral while the batch went back to get the spice. So Roland and Omega are talking, and they had this conversation about, you know, home, his mom. And he was pretty funny too. He said, so your mom was a criminal too? And he was like, man, you make it seems so, like, you know, so harsh. So.
And then Ruby comes along.
Yeah. Ruby comes along and kind of dismisses him and goes straight to Omega. Yeah, thanks. And kind of shows who's the most pure at heart. You know, because the animals know. Fast forward, Batch comes back. They end up giving the Pikes the spice. They legit want to kill Roland, but they end up just taking one of his little
because Omega was like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, and even Sid was like, hey man, just y'all ain't trying to headache it on y'all right now.
Not during this time.
Not right, not like this.
At the Uma Thurman. Bullet Boys.
Oh, wow. That's a good reference. So we see them, they just chop off one of his little spikes, and then he's like, man, I'm out of here. And the episode pretty much ends. It's again standard Star Wars, but at least there was some stuff going on. I did like the creatures, the design of the mine where the hive were. It looks very like upside downish from the from Stranger Things. That was kind of like what it reminded me of. It was kind of like webby and stuff, and yeah, it just was a pretty decent overall episode.
Wrecker doesn't like bugs.
Wrecker doesn't like bugs nor heights, which he had to deal with both today. Yeah.
And the little trap that Tech built.
Oh yeah. It's basically like a almost like a
fat explosion light.
Yeah, like he detonated a light. But yeah,
almost. It would be the same reaction if they threw fireworks in there.
That would be funny if they did, because it would definitely, you know, made us blow up everybody too.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it'll look prettier though. Yeah. That's all this is for this episode. We'll catch you guys next Friday with a review of episode 14, man. Almost done with this, because after this, we're getting right back into it with What If? And then also Star Wars Visions, which I'm really excited for. Yeah, that's all we got today. Till the next time.
Star Wars what?
Visions, the anime joint.
Oh.